So the green light flashes at the start-finish line, and we get things primed and ready. Here's your starting grid for the Rotax Max Euro Golden Trophy Junior Rotax Final. On pole position, it's Bruno Modders in the 277, alongside his Farin Mega. Thomas Strauver and Austin Lee, row 2. Tommy van der Stoys and Mikkel Pedersen, row 3. Janis Diak and Jaden Thien, row 4. Rafael Renhofer and Kasper Schurmans, row 5. Enzo Bol and Ralph van der Pavert ran out the top 12 ahead of Leon Zelenko, Montego Masson, Ballas Lantos, Vinnie Phillips, Job Riedfeld, Tom Braken, Aaron Krepsik, Charlie Hart, Thomas Kans, Milo Kaskinen, Julian Klausman, Mikey Porter, Colin Vajny, Bayman Huben, William Christensen, William Hoogstrand, Ethan Jeff Hall, Frederick Zebis, Valentin Hervas, Christopher Pez Ornball from Denmark, Devian Ross, Luke Neeson, Boluet, and from the United Kingdom, Gustav Zusakovs. Comes down to one moment in time where one driver will rise above the rest. And today is that day. We've already had 2 drivers take Golden Trophy crowns. We've got another 4 to decide. And with DD2 Masters closing out the show at 4:10 this afternoon local time, it's the juniors who now bring us to the halfway point of the finals here at the home of champions. Drivers weaving from side to side to get some welcome tyre temperature and to help with pressures in their Mojo tyres, as we will prime ourselves ready to go racing once again. 11 minutes on the clock plus an additional lap. The red lights are ignited on the starting gantry at the start-finish line. We've had battles up and down the orders in every single class, and here is going to be no exception. That's 36 drivers, that's 18 rows of junior Rotax competitors now feed their way through the 12th and final corner of this 1,360-metre circuit into the tram lines. The Rotax Max Euro Golden Trophy Junior Rotax Final is underway, and Bruno Molders gets a great start ahead at the front of the field, as everyone on the left-hand side of the circuit gets a little bit of a run wide. Colin Vajny involved in an incident, as well as one of the drivers on a Billerart chassis. But the drivers making their way through into turns 5 and 6 is Bruno Molders leading from Thomas Strauver. Tommy van der Stoys up to 3rd already, and he's trying to get past Thomas Strauver, looking to the inside down the Europolan. Van der Stoys has to back out of it. Austin Lee waiting in the wings. The 2-2-3 from JJ Racing rounding out the top 4 as everyone, we've had a turnaround, and that looks to be, could that have been either Mikey Porter or Charlie Hart? Wasn't 100% sure. As the majority of the field now making its way through turn 9 and into 10, but leading is Bruno Molders. Thomas Strauver has got pressure from behind, but now it's no longer pressure, but it's Tommy van der Stoys who got at the inside, and then the cutback comes through from Strauver. Van der Stoys in the slipstream. Looks to the inside of the 227 from Belgium and gets through. Austin Lee also trying to get through, and Strauver has to fight for it. Austin Lee up into 3rd place, and Farin Mega comes through as well up into 4th. Great work by the 2 JJ Racing drivers. Austin Lee opened the door, and Farin Mega was just given the invitation. Ralph van der Pavert, unfortunately, his race has ended suddenly on the very first lap. Cart not going anywhere, I'm afraid, and Marshall's quickly on the scene to yellow flags at turn number 12. But Bruno Molders has pulled away into the distance, and there is still just 9 minutes and 20 seconds plus an additional lap of this final race for the Junior Rotax contingent, as now Jaden Thien is past Thomas Strauver. Strauver is dropping down the order. And now the hunt begins, because Tommy van der Stoys will lead the likes of Austin Lee and Farin Mega to chase down Bruno Mulders. And the gap between first and second last time was 9/10, but with the pace that Van der Stroys, Austin Lee and Farin Mega have, Tommy Van der Stroys fastest of anybody, 57.022 seconds. As now Jaden Thien has been passed by Mikkel Pedersen. A little bit further back, Enzo Bol is in a bit of a dogfight with Rafael Venhofer and Janis Diak to boot. Slauber gets past Thien and manages to get back up a little bit further up the road, but Mikkel Pedersen is not making it easy for the 2:57 pace out of system in the Netherlands. And now the battle for the lead continues to wage on. Gustav Zusakov's past Milo Kaskinen for 34th. Julian Kloosman 28th. William Holdstrand 29th. Devian Ross rounds out the top 30. As it's side by side, Montego Masson and Balazs Lantos were side by side going across the start-finish line. But the gap was 9/10. Tommy Van der Stroys has dropped it by 3. And Austin Lee and Farin Mega both setting personal bests. Farin Mega has set the fastest lap of the race. He's right at the wheel tracks of teammate Austin Lee in the number 223, who completes the top 3 positions. Thomas Slauber, Jaden Thien ran out the top 6 at the moment. But Van der Stroys is closing. He was pretty much 1/1000th off of exactly being 0.3 of a second quicker than Bruno Mulders. Now, the biggest thing is that Bruno Mulders is punching through his own air, whereas Van der Stroys has a target to aim for. As Farin Mega pulls to the inside of Austin Lee to try and go up the inside through turn 2. Austin Lee has to give him room. And Farin Mega had a little bit of a bump over the curb going through turn 1, but manages to get through and then signals to Austin Lee, right, let's go for it, let's go after them. But Tommy Van der Stroys is right on the back bumper of Enzo Bol. It's less than half a kart length. The gap is closing. Van der Stroys has to back out of the manoeuvre going down the Europolaan and hold station in second. The wind picking up the autumnal leaves once again off of turn number 7 off of the Europolaan. Colin Ważny looks also to be a retirement as well, the number 262 representing Poland. As yellow flags off of Marshall Post 4 off of turn 7, so someone's had a bit of a moment. Tommy Van der Stroys now has the slipstream. Across the start-finish line goes the 254. He pulls to the inside and takes the lead on lap number 6. So Van der Stroys, the 254, provisionally won the pre-final, but ended up having a post-race penalty, so dropping him down to 5th, but he has made it count. And Bruno Mulders now swaps places. Cut back, switch back of perfection there from Tommy Van der Stroys on Bruno Mulders. Farin Mega now comes into the fray. Jaden Thien ahead as Van der Stroys has to use the runoff area. That's compromised his run, and now he's been passed by Jaden Thien. Well, the dramas keep unfolding, folks. And with that, Joop Briefeld sets the fastest lap of the race of 55.813, as now it's a bit of a race for survival, because now it is a JJ Racing 1-2. Bruno Mulders and Farin Mega leading the way. 3rd place is Jaden Thien. 4th it's Tommy Van der Stroys. And there's a moment there for Gustav Zusakovs, I believe. That was off of turn number 7. Mega now closing in on Mulders for what is the lead of the race. And we are 5 minutes to go, plus an additional lap. Van der Stroys loses out of place now to, of all people, Rafael Venhofer. So Tommy Van der Stroys having that drama is going through into turn number 7 off of the Europolaan. It has changed things dramatically, but Mulders has got Farin Mega closing in on him. Jaden Thien in 3rd. Tommy Van der Stroys now drops to 6th place. Ethan Jeff Hall trying to get through this the pack that he's currently in at the moment. The Brit was sitting 14th place as of the previous lap. As we go on to lap number 8 with 4 minutes and 20 seconds to go, plus 1 lap. And Mega up the inside of Mulders for the move. That is for the race lead. Jaden Thien is starting to catch them. Jaden Thien was the quickest out of the top 3 last time around. Bruno Molders was a 57.047. Farin Mega a 56.949. And Jaden Thien a 56.722. Fastest lap of the race held by the driver in the 2:05, Job Biefeld. Running down currently in 16th position, but that might have changed with the pace that he has been showing in this race. So 3 minutes and 30 to go, and Jaden Thien is closing. The gap between the top three last time around was 8/10. What is it going to be now as Mega crosses the line to lead them onto lap number 9? Gap between first and second, 0.27. Now it's 0.72 between the top three. Mikkel Pedersen, Rafael Henhofer, Tommy van der Stroys, Thomas Strauver and Austin Lee round out the top 8. Tom Bracken, Enzo Bol complete the top 10. Boluet and Thamen Hubin have made it a few places up the order, and there is Boluet, who's got Thamen Hubin just behind in the 2.32, but up the inside, 2.63. Christopher Ornbol manages, there was a big divot there on the outside of turn number 5, caught up with Bo Louet in the meantime, and Louet also had ended up off track as a result of it. William Christensen in the 2.70 has unfortunately retired from the race, so that's 3 drivers out of the 36. The battle for the lead is fast heating up. With 2.5 minutes to go, it's anyone's guess who's going to take this crown. Farin Mega leads the way by just over 3/10. It's still 0.7 between the top 3 with Jaden Thien. They're still the quickest by a fraction on that previous lap of 56.325. As the leaders now make their way through down the Europa line, we've got just over 120 seconds as Jaden Thien is doing his utmost to try and catch the 2 in front. The wind again is still picking up. So it is going to be a bit of a dogfight, and Jaden Thien has a chance to capitalise on whatever might transpire with the 2 in front. They cross the line once again, 90 seconds on the clock remains as they head into turns 1 and into 2. And it's pretty much nip and tuck. The gap is less than half a second, as there is Tom Bracken getting past Tommy van der Stroys. That is for 7th on the road now. Tommy van der Stroys' opportunity of winning the Golden Trophy was taken away just a few moments ago. As through into turn 7, Bruno Molders retakes the lead from Farin Mega, but coming right with them is Jaden Thien. So into the last 50 seconds of the race itself, and the top 3 cannot be separated. They are line astern. So pick a driver, any driver, and put your bet in on how do you think they're going to win. Well, Farin Mega is looking to put in his opportunity as Jaden Thien up the inside of Bruno Molders, splits the 2 drivers through turn 2, and now has one more target up in front, and that is Farin Mega. So they're going to go through turn 8 by the time the timer hits 0, as Farin Mega now holding on to the lead, but Jaden Thien in very, very hot pursuit right now. So Jaden Thien will have just over 1,500 metres very shortly to try and find a way to get past Farin Mega. Through into turn 12 for what is going to be the penultimate time. We're about to go on to lap number 13, the 13th and final lap. As Jaden Thien is looking to strike at the moment's notice, was in the toe, nearly had a chance through turn 2. As now he's going to start winding it up to volume number 11, but then he's got to watch out for Bruno Molders and Mikkel Pedersen, who are just behind, through into turn 6 as... that's not really good for Jaden Thien, but he's gone around the outside. Jaden Thien has done a monster move around the outside of turn 6. Is he going to get the lead into turn 7? He's not. Bruno Molders denies him on the final lap of the race. But Jaden Thien, he could still have an opportunity. It all can sometimes come down to the final corner because Pedersen, Venhofer and Mega are now battling over third place. One more corner remains after this one. Is Jaden Thien going to do the impossible here? We're about to find out. Out of the final corner, Thien in the slipstream. Is he going to pull to the right-hand side? No, he's not. Bruno Molders wins it. And it's a photo finish. 46 thousandths of a second. Bruno Molders takes it by a whisker at the checkered. So Bruno Molders did the business, started on pole. And when Jaden Thien made that move around the outside of several drivers, including Byron Mega, Rafael Henhofer and Mikkel Pedersen going through turn 6. He tried to make it count through turn 7, but Bruno Molders was the driver to deny him. Molders wins the Rotax Max Euro Golden Trophy Junior Rotax Crown by 46 thousandths ahead of the Netherlands' Jaden Thien. Byron Mega takes third, Rafael Henhofer takes fourth ahead of Mikkel Pedersen. Tommy van der Soys, unfortunately, not one for him today as he finishes in sixth ahead of Tom Bracken, Thomas Strauver. Austin Lee rounds out the top 9 ahead of Ethan Jeff Hall. Job Rietveld, Leon Zelenko, Aaron Krepsik, Luke Neeson, Willy Phillips, Charlie Hart, Baloj Lantos, Montego Maassen, Janis Diak, Thiemen Huben, Frederik Zebis, William Helgstrand, Devian Rust, Valentin Hervas, Enzo Bol, Kasper Schurmans, Boluet, Julian Klosman, Mikey Porter, Thomas Cass, Milo Kaskinen, Christopher Ornball. Gustav Zusakos ended up a lap off of the leaders. William Christensen retired with 8 laps to go. Colin Vashni with 11 and Ralph van der Pavert with 13. Well, literally retired on the very first lap of the race. But Bruno Molders takes the Golden Trophy crown.